Prince Harry's got a brand new dilemma, but just what is it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you're keeping well. I can't believe we're already coming up to the middle of September. Where does the time go? We were just talking about summer, weren't we? And it's kind of all dashing forward now towards Christmas. Still, at least we've got Strictly Come Dancing here in the UK. Anyway, that's something to look forward to, but what does Prince Harry have to look forward to? As ever, your royal story is next. Yes, that is your big breaking royal story coming out of London today. Now, as we know, Prince Harry signed on the dotted line, got a book deal coming out, and of course there's lots of anticipation as to what's going to be in the book. You know what's interesting? I've got to tell you a bit of inside track here. Penguin Random House keep changing their mind about what's really going to be in the book, which tells me that what they've seen so far doesn't really look that exciting. So while they've paid the money out, maybe they're now not so sure whether it will be as explosive as they first thought. And I'm guessing this, right? If that book isn't that much of a bombshell and he doesn't give too much away, whoever signed him on the dotted line will definitely be looking for a new job, because it's not going to sell if it's just a very normal, boring biography. The sales rights have to have, as you know, explosiveness about them. But there's another dilemma now around the book. And when you think about this, we haven't really even seen anything yet. One of the biggest selling things about books today is not necessarily buying the hardback book or indeed the paperback edition. As we know, we live in a digital world, so there's Kindle, all that sort of stuff. But now the dilemma is, who's actually going to voice the audio book of Prince Harry's tell-all memoir? Now, you would, of course, have thought that it would simply go down to Prince Harry himself. Who better? He knows his story, the bits he can remember anyway. And of course, they're thinking, well, you know, this possibly would work. They don't have to pay somebody. But now somebody's had a bit of a brainwave over at Penguin Random House and are wondering whether someone of Prince Harry's stature should really be reading his own audio book. I don't really think there's a problem in that, but what they really think it is, could the audio book sell a little bit more if it was read by, say, an A-list star? Now, that's going to be very difficult to come by because, of course, as we know, Prince Harry and Meghan have seen their popularity dramatically drop. So I can't imagine, other than his close pal James Corden, who'd really want to voice the book. And I'd hardly call James A-list. Perhaps Orlando Bloom, but he muckied his ticket, as we say in the North. So the search is on. Or, as ever, it could end up being down to someone else, perhaps close to Prince Harry, who will be kind enough to read his book. After all, if you work it out, the person possibly reading the book could have also possibly written the book. Neil Sean in the heart of London.